welcome to my backyard. So we are in my backyard. We got an eclipse that's about to hit, so this should be fun. So I thought, don't ask why, that it would just be cool to throw up a live stream in the eclipse, give you guys an opportunity to see what's going on. Those of you who are not in an eclipse, you're going to be able to see. I don't have the sun directly. The sun here, actually, if you look at that big tree up there, the sun is right at the top of it. So we're going to get dark. It's going to happen pretty soon. I think it's 25 minutes from now. We'll be in total darkness. So that's going to be kind of cool. Now, I'm doing this on the vertical way, too. So I have never streamed vertically before. So I do not know how this is going to look, how this is going to work. I don't know if I can see any of your chat stuff. We'll have to see what happens. So it's going to be fun. We're going to do it. I may just have to continually talk for the whole time without any feedback from you guys if I can't see chat. So if you're here, I can see the chat. There we go. I'm just going to pull this up a little higher. There we go. So Jill is in the chat room. I see a hi there. Hello, Jill. So I can see your chat. We'll answer questions. We'll just hang out. This is just kind of a fun one, really. So, you know, I've got no resources, no nothing. It's just me, the outdoors, the sun. Oh, you can see the sun. Look.
Here's what I found.
No, Siri. If you look up here, I'm going to try to, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, right up there. There, my finger's touching the sun. So that's the bright ball that's going to go away. So we'll have to wait and see when that happens. Pretty soon, I think. Pretty darn soon. So let's talk a tiny bit about the market. Today on the market, we had a red day. So not a big red day. I mean, it was mildly red. But if you are one of the crypto folks, you must have liked Bitcoin. Bitcoin back up in that 72,000 range. I think just before I came down here, I believe it was just a little under 72,000, 71,700, something like that. So that's going to be fine. Now, I will also point out, I did not advertise this. You guys have no clue. So nobody is waiting. You guys are kind of just finding this. And a lot of you are going to be watching this one after the fact. So a huge shout out to those of you who are catching this live after the fact. It will be fun. Holy banana bread. We got Sammer in the house. Hello, Sammer. And Tesla is up. Wow. I mean, Tesla's up. It's almost like the sun's about to fall out of the sky or something because of that. But yeah, good old Tesla. They've made a little bit of moves today. I haven't seen how much they're up. And like I said, no resources. I can't look, so I don't know. I did send out the link. I've already got the link set up. I've already got the stream set up for Wednesday's this week crypto night. So that is coming out Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. So that's going to be absolutely fantastic. I can't wait. So it's going to be very cool. As I said, we have Tim Danter. So those of you who do not know Tim Danter, he ran Crypto Night in Canada. He was also on television, Canada's Worst Drivers. He was not one of the drivers. He was the driving instructor on that show. So you may have seen him on TV or you may have seen him on YouTube, but he's going to be on the show on Wednesday night. I also have Brandon from Green Candle Investments. That I believe he's actually from Tampa. So he knows a lot about Bitcoin. He is going to be on that show as well. And there's an off chance somebody who used to be on the Crypto Night show from time to time, Tim Perry, we're seeing if he's going to show up. He's basically skiing on that day, and if he can get back in time from skiing, and you're probably thinking, this time of year, where the heck are you skiing? I assume it's skiing, but he's up in Banff, so up in Whistler. Sorry, not Banff, Whistler. So we'll have to see if he can get back in time. Hopefully he can, because I think that would be fantastic. Even if he doesn't, between Brandon, Tim, and I, we'll have a fantastic night. And you guys, of course, will all be there, and we'll have a lot of fun. Sammer says, Tesla is up 5%. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. So let's see. Well, let's see if they can actually keep things going. That would be cool. Oh, I'm going to lean forward a tiny bit here. I don't have a coffee out here, but I brought a Coke Zero, only because I was going to bring a water actually from upstairs, but I got down here and it's like, oh, I'm not going back upstairs. I want to get out. I want to get this going. You know, it's happening. It's getting closer. So right now it's 3:08. So things should fairly quickly start to get a little bit darker. As I said, we're right here. We're not having a 100% solar eclipse here in Ottawa. We're having a 99%. So that's still going to be pretty darn dark. So we'll all get to see you. We're all going to get to see it together. We're going to see how dark it gets. Maybe you'll be able to see some stars. I just don't know. Now, luckily, I've got the camera, so it's doing the flip thing, so I can see what's behind me. So I'll be able to see it with you guys. So that's going to be fantastic. All right, just gonna crack open a Coke Zero. I don't normally drink these, occasionally, every so often, but cheers, everyone. That is good. Oh, I should have put the table closer to me because I don't like leaning off the screen, but hey, it's happening. So we got Patricia in the house saying hi early today. This is probably the earliest stream I've ever done on a weekday. And Patricia says it's happening around 15:20 to 15:26 in Montreal. So, and we're really close to Montreal, like quite literally. I could jump in a car here and probably be in Montreal in, well, if there were no traffic, probably an hour. If there was a lot of traffic, maybe an hour and a half. So not that far away. So it's going to be the same thing. Like right now, I'm looking around and you can't really, I don't think you can tell on the stream, but I can see there's a little bit of dimness already in the sky. Like it looks almost like twilight, a little bit, like the very, very early. You know how in the summer when it's like 8 or 9 o'clock and the sun's gonna set soon? It kind of feels like that right now. But I can still see a big circle up there when I look up at the camera. So we definitely have the sun up there. Everything is moving along as it should be. So we'll keep this going. We'll see what's happening. Now, those of you who are here right now, be sure to slam on that button. Give me that blue thumbs up because let me tell you, because this is impromptu, we need the algorithm more than ever to throw this out and let people know we're here, we're live, so they can come and see a solar eclipse. Yeah, or, you know, or whatever this is going to turn into. There is a little bit of cloud cover. It's not that bad, actually. I'm looking over there. Yeah, it's pretty good here. It's mostly blue, so I know on the other side of the house we get a little bit of cloud, but it is looking good for this. Whew! So tomorrow, we've got a video coming out. Those of you who are channel members can watch it probably right now. Well, after this. Watch this and then watch the video. We're looking at some ROA stocks. So we're basically looking at 5 stocks that have really good ROA, which is return on assets, and also some pretty high total returns as well. So that's what we're kind of looking at for tomorrow, seeing if we can find the next big stock. Now, there is one stock in there that I did find, and I have added it to the 0 to 100K TFSA challenge. We have the neighbor's dog making an appearance on the stream. So if you hear some barking, that's just the dog getting all excited about the sun. And who wouldn't get excited this time of year on one of these events that takes place so very seldom in, well, I think the next one is about 20 years out. So if you've missed this one, you're looking at 20 years, unless of course you're a traveler, because you know every 18 months or so there is one on the planet at some place somewhere that you guys can all go and check out if you really want to. But for now, we got this one. The time is getting close. It's 3:12, so we should within about 8 minutes it should start getting dark, which will be really cool. You guys will, like I said, you guys will get to see it with me. It's gonna be fantastic. Anyway, I was talking about that return on assets for tomorrow, and one of the stocks that I found in there, I actually really, really liked. It's a stock that we have seen before, and for you guys who are here today, I'm gonna spoil it. So I'll let you know. One of the stocks is Bird Construction. Now, Bird Construction, you know, it sounds kind of funny, but they actually, they do a lot. They do almost everything. They do everything from building homes to building multi-tenant homes to building nuclear power plants. I mean, they basically hit the full infrastructure and construction area, and that to me is absolutely, absolutely kind of cool. Now, Patricia says I don't have the like button. It's weird. From what I understand, I don't know if it works on these, but apparently with a phone, if you're watching it in a vertical, if you turn it horizontal, it should give you more options. So there might be a like button there, or something like that. So that I don't know. This is the first time I've ever gone vertical, because normally I'm upstairs in the studio. We get all of our soundproofing and all of that fun stuff. So that's all fine and dandy, but do your best. Do your best. Even worst case scenario, just hit it after you go. People can watch this after the fact. All of that fun stuff. So it'll be interesting too to see if it gets any colder. Like right now in Ottawa, it is 18 degrees Celsius. So it's actually pretty darn comfortable. As the sun begins to disappear, it's kind of a funny thing. I honestly don't think it's going to actually affect the heat too much, because even though the sun disappears, a lot of that light is still coming around the moon. A lot of the ultraviolets and some of the invisible stuff that we can't see. One of the reasons, of course, you shouldn't stare directly at the sun, because of that that energy that is still coming, and a lot of the heat, excuse me, a lot of the heat is carried in that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Whew. Sometimes I just wonder how I can keep talking for so long. So we'll just keep that going. So yeah, bird construction. I've actually covered them, I think in a list video last year. And I remember then when I was looking at them, I was like, oh, this is a good looking company. I probably should get myself involved in it, but I didn't. And I'm kind of kicking myself now, because they have done really well. And I have added it. I have added it to the 0 to 100K challenge. So definitely good. Definitely good. So Patricia says, you are right. I did it. My tablet, it was on my phone. Oh, perfect. The friggin' Oracle, or guess now just friggin' is in the house. Hey, oh, did you see a squirrel? You may see a squirrel go by. Actually, it's kind of funny. That big tree of the two behind me, last year, I was out here doing some exercise, and I was just watching the squirrel going back and forth up and down that tree. And at the top, I don't think you can really see it through here, that squirrel was actually building some kind of a thing, a nest, probably just to get through the winter. So yeah, we get a lot of squirrels in this area. So one of the nice little things about it. So now, for those of you who think I never go outdoors, well, we've now proven it. This is the backyard. It's kind of cool. And I am definitely seeing some of the light disappearing right now. It's looking a little bit more dim, so it looks like we're starting to get the first effects on it. And I'm just telling Siri here not to talk, because Siri has this habit of just wanting to put her voice in, all of that fun stuff. Now, of course, where we're doing this now, we're not gonna be able to ring the bell for today, because this is technically not a market close. This is an impromptu eclipse stream. That's exactly what we have here. So those of you who are here, if you got questions, feel free to throw them up. I can't look up data, but I got a lot of data in my head as well. And yes, friggin' is saying yes, dimmer. So yes, it does look dimmer. We're seeing a little bit of the first effects coming in. This is kind of fun. This will probably be the only time in my entire life that I will be live streaming in an eclipse. So just something to keep in mind. I keep looking at dimmer from friggin', and I keep seeing dinner, and I'm like, what are you talking about, friggin'? But it's going to be fun. What was I going to say? I did put the next vote out for the deep dive coming up on Friday. So if you have not yet seen that, definitely head over to the community tab, choose which company you want me to do the deep dive on, and we'll get in there. It's kind of funny. I usually will look at them before I post it, and I'll try to guess which one is going to win the vote. And this time, I think it's going to be a tight race between Pembina Pipelines and CT REIT. So one of them, I think CT might pull it off. We'll have to see. Either way, I'm okay with doing a deep dive on either. So we'll have a lot of fun with that. Um, yeah, REITs, I'm really actually really excited about REITs overall in general. The two that we have, well, technically it's one REIT and a REIT-like company that we currently have in that TFSA is, of course, RioCan and Timber Creek Financial. I think they're both going to do really well. As the interest rates start getting cut a little bit later in the year, hopefully we'll see that first cut in June. I'm still holding on to June, but I think we'll know when, Wednesday comes. This Wednesday, of course, the Bank of Canada is going to give their next rate cut decision, or interest rate decision, not really a cut decision. They're going to hold steady for sure. We don't have a meeting in May, so after this one on Wednesday, the next one, of course, will be on June. So the next one will be the June one. I think the verbiage, because Tiff Macklin will come out, he will give his little speech and all of that. I think the verbiage in that's going to give us a good idea if there's still a good chance for June, or if, and some analysts have already started saying, we're going to start hedging our bets on July. So we'll have to see. Definitely when we do the market close on Wednesday, I will I'll have already seen that. So we'll be able to give you a better idea at that point as to what exactly is going to happen. Now, it is definitely darker now. Like, it feels like evening, which is kind of cool, even though I can still see the sun, but yet it does feel darker. So we got a little bit of time left. Well, we don't have a lot of time, actually. It's 19 after, so things should progressively get darker at this point. So that's going to be kind of fun. And Jill's just coming out to look and see what's going on. Yeah, so this is just going to be a lot of fun. So somebody's message is going off, so that's cool. Okay. Whew. Now, here's the funny thing. I don't know if with an eclipse per se, if that is going to actually have any kind of impact on the market. Are we going to see lower volumes as people are going out to, well, enjoy the eclipse, take a look at it? I know some places have actually closed schools for the day so that students can get out and have a chance to see an eclipse. And here's the thing. One thing that's really dangerous about eclipses is if you're driving. So a lot of times if you got people out doing driving during an eclipse, that's a big distraction. And that can lead to people not paying attention to the road. And of course it caused a few accidents or so. Whoops, give me a second here. Just gonna grab the beverage, get the whistle wet again so that I can keep on talking. Yeah, this one's actually closer. Okay. Whew. But yeah, so sometimes there can definitely be some issues. And those of you right now who are enjoying an eclipse or thinking about enjoying an eclipse, be sure to make sure that you're not staring directly at the sun. Pretty much the safest way to look at the sun right now is probably what you're seeing in my background, and that is being filtered even by a few trees. But, so far I still see light coming through. And Friggin' Oracle says, temperature here just dropped. Okay, yeah, it is actually feeling a little cooler. I didn't think it would. But it may be a little cooler, but that's okay. No matter how cold it gets, I'm here for you guys. We'll watch this together. We'll see what's going to happen here. But right now, I can't even see the top of that tree. The tree seems to have disappeared. So we'll have to see. That might be... I don't know if the moon is actually over it. I can't really look at it. I don't have protective eyewear for that. So we'll just assume that the moon is getting really, really close. And we're at 3:22. So things are about to happen. And no, Siri was trying to tell me something. I caught her before she did it. It's going to be interesting. One of the things I'm hoping when it comes to things like Siri, with with AI getting more and more intelligent, once Apple starts bringing AI in, I'm hoping that a lot of these devices like Siri and Alexa get a little bit smarter so that they don't answer things that are not directed at them. Because as you guys know, how many times has Siri just piped up in the middle of a live stream and started telling me stuff stuff that has nothing to do, of course, with the live stream. It happens more than you can think. Okay, it's definitely getting darker now. I can see it. I don't know how well it's coming through on the camera, but looking around here, it looks dark. It is starting to get a little bit a little bit of dark. Freakin says, just got an AI update on my Samsung the other day. Awesome. Now, are you noticing that it is doing better? Also, Freakin says, best time for the aliens to invade. All right. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I don't think aliens are coming. I think we're pretty safe from the aliens, but hey, sometimes you never know. Now, it is definitely noticeably darker here, at least from my perspective. So it's not that much longer before we have it. Now, once it does go completely dark, we're looking at about 2 to 3 minutes, and then it's going to reverse direction and start heading back out. So we'll have to take a look at that. Let's see. Friggin says, but Andrew needs to go home. Okay. Oh dear, that's always funny. That's always funny. I miss Andrew. He was always funny. He was always worth a good laugh. That's for sure. What was I gonna say? Whew. It's getting darker. It's getting darker, folks. I'm not going to turn on any of the outdoor lights. I just want to give you guys a good indication of exactly how dark it gets. Maybe it'll get so dark that you won't even be able to see me. I don't know. Well, it's only 99%, not 100%. Now, those of you who are in that 100% area, so, well, Montreal is in the 100%, so Patricia would be able to see full. There's going to be a lot of interesting things happening in the sky. So one thing, there's a comet up there that you will be able to see. It's basically, if you know where Jupiter is in the sky, it's basically between the eclipse and Jupiter. So there is a comet up there. You might be able to see it. I'm not sure 100% if it'll be visible with the naked eye, but if you have a telescope, you'll definitely be able to see it. So that's one of the neat things about eclipses, right? Because the stars will actually come out during that time, and you'll be able to see stars that you normally wouldn't be able to see this time of year because, well, daytime. Daytime kind of spoils that for us. Okay, now that I can see on my screen is actually looking a little bit dimmer. So we are seeing a little bit of that eclipse coming through on the screen as well. Sort of like I was going to say, it's sort of like the market sometimes. When Jerome Powell speaks, the market sort of feels like an eclipse as everything, except for in that case, it's not things getting darker, it's things getting redder. But we'll have to sort of see how that goes. So that'll be kind of neat. Anybody who is, if any of you guys are around a computer, let me know. Are we still in the red? We were when I came down, but not by much. The S&P, sorry, not the S&P, but the TSX was only down by, it was just it wasn't even 0.5%. It was like something like 0.06, something like that. So definitely a chance that we could have the market recover a little bit. All right, now it's 326. This should be it. This isn't that dark. I thought it was going to be darker than this, but we got to take what we get. Perhaps if we had, I guess there's a lot of light in that 1%. So perhaps if we had if we were in the total path, so if we were in like Montreal or Niagara, we might be able to get the whole effect. So yeah, this is kind of a little bit, I don't want to say, I mean, it's still cool. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's dark, it's much darker. It's kind of neat. And plus I got to test out the vertical live stream, so that's kind of fun. But yeah, we should now be on our way out. Well, basically we're in that 2 to 3 minutes, and then we are on our way out. So we'll have to sort of see. It's not that bad. It's not as dark as I was expecting. So, oh dear. Oh well. What can I say? I still did it. I did it. Came on. We're here. We tried. It's nothing spectacular. Even that sun, that little ball of light that you can see up there in the cloud, it never really, to me, it never really looked like it got too dark. So, it kind of feels slightly like a disappointment, at least from being outside of the totality zone. You know, 99%, not as impressive as 100%. Even though you think, and I guess this is kind of the thing, I looked at the 99% and I was thinking, oh, that's really, really close. but I guess we're not playing horseshoes. So coasts don't really cut it. But that's fine. It's starting to, the sunlight's starting to come back and all of that fun stuff. Oh, well. Anyway, once again, so this week, big week on the channel, just to sort of reiterate, we got 2 live streams on Wednesday. So we got our regular market close and we got the crypto night. That is going to be so much fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I'll be sure to be here. I will point out that with the crypto night, if it's really, really busy, we're gonna be at a part where the only way I may be able to get to some of your questions is through if you do a super chat. Now, if you're a channel member, you do have that free super chat, so you can definitely use that. To me, that counts just as much as a regular super chat. I will still try to get to questions as best that I can, depending on how many folks are there. So we'll have to see. We're going to try to get, hopefully, a lot of people. Would be great. Show a lot of support for the guests. And then, you know, the beautiful thing is, if this one goes over really well, you know, we can always look at adding some more down the line. So, you know, do a special one every so often, because I think that would be fun. For me, this is going to be a lot of fun because I don't have to talk for like an hour, 2 hours straight constantly. I can just keep on going. Now, it's funny, I just got a message from Vineet, one of the community members, saying, oh, there's no live stream. Why aren't you on? I don't think he's looking in the right place. Answer me this, folks. Answer me this. This live stream, because I'm doing the vertical thing, and I think it's sort of associated with shorts, is that where it's showing up? Is it showing up on the shorts feed? Because maybe that's why a couple of people are looking and saying, oh, it's not here. Yeah, so okay, Reno's videos saying not very dark in Sudbury. Yeah, exactly. Same kind of thing here. Wayne Smith is here. Webcam of Kingston went dark. Light returned just now. Oh, here's Vineet. He says, hey, I'm here. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, so like I said, this is just a totally different thing. Now, one of the nice things about doing a vertical live stream is that because where YouTube is really, really big on the shorts, and these are brand new, the whole vertical live streams, they push them out a little bit better. So, you know, if you're brand new to the channel, be sure to check out the other content, especially if you like money or, you know, finance and all of that fun stuff, as we certainly cover all of it, and we have a lot of fun. We have a fair amount of live streams as well up in the studio as well. So, the eclipse seems to be mostly over. It is, I can already see it is getting a little more light here. So we're sort of backing out. We're backing out of the dimness. Basically, it was almost like, instead of an eclipse, it was like we got an extra little sunset. So that'll be fun. Oh, well. But here's the beautiful thing. Now that we've done this, we can always look at doing a couple of impromptu vertical ones, you know, from the backyard, from wherever, as we see fit. I have no qualms about coming out here and just throwing up a couple of special things like this. I'm also looking for channel members, by the way. We can do shorts for channel members now. So I am looking at throwing together a couple of shorts down the road. That will be just for channel members. It'll be more or less just like extra bonus channel member update stuff. That to me would be really, really, really cool. So can't wait for that. All right, it's starting to get a little bit more light, so we'll have to see how that is going. I can't wait to take a look. Hey, Vineet, let me know. Has the TSX gotten back into the green yet, or are we still in the red? I'm curious. I don't know. You know what I can do? I didn't think about this. I can bring my, if I'm doing something like this in the backyard, I can always bring the laptop out here and then have access to at least a couple of things. Set up like a little desk here in the backyard. That would be kind of funny, but why not? Why not? It's kind of, it's just a nice change. It's a nice background. It's a completely different set of sceneries, really. I will show you guys something here just quickly. If you look over here, this is the catio. Now, you guys know I have 3 cats, so that is their outdoor play place. They basically can go in there. They've got, each side has 6 little benches for them to hang out on, and they love it. It's a great thing in the summer. to go out and hang out in the good old catio. Now, we do have one cat. She is, she's kind of lazy and not really a good climber. So she basically has the backyard to herself when she comes out because there's no way she's getting up and over the fences. I don't even think she has the ambition to try. She just comes out and she just lies on the deck because we got like a carpet. We have a carpet over the backyard, so kind of cool. Anyway, guys, this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this. I am gonna get back to the market here in a moment. Of course, I'm gonna unattach that because I don't even know how to end this when I do it this way. I usually do everything. Whoops, sorry. Now that I'm holding it, you can tell it's moving. I normally do everything through StreamYard. But in this case here, we're having a little bit of fun. And it looks to me like about 16 folks have come by and joined us. So that'll be fantastic. We will be, like I said, we'll be back with a market close on Wednesday, the special crypto night on Wednesday. We got a video dropping tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. List video, ROA high ROA, big dividends, or big total returns. Everything does have dividends in tomorrow's show. And then we'll have our deep dive, which the voting is going on right now on the community tab. We'll do our voting. We'll have that show on Friday, and then we'll be back, of course, to do another this week on Sunday. So lots of live streams, and we'll see if there's any opportunities to maybe throw in something else. We'll see. Until then, but everybody, I'm gonna bid you farewell, and we'll see. It might be a situation where I think I ended the stream, but it's just like my phone will be just lying here looking up at the sky or something. But until then, everybody, take care. We will see you later. I think I just hit this X. We'll see. All right, take care, everybody. Are you sure you want to start? Are you sure you want to stop streaming? I said screaming at first. It's like, no. All right, I'm going to end the stream, everybody. Take care.